clear to you? So, pain, repeat after me. Pain,
Pain,
et, bar,
et, bon.
meal, nourriture. If I'm saying nourriture, so there will be a figure of meal, there will be a figure of anything. The people are eating, maybe the people entering the restaurant. So we have to click on meal, nourriture, nourriture, avec legume. Repeat after me. Nourriture avec legume. Pain avec beurre. Because with is my avec. Is it clear to you? So repeat after me. Pain avec beurre. Repeat after me, please.
Bon. Pain avec,
Avec beurre.
bon.
Beurre. You can say nourriture.
Nourriture.
सर मुझे डिलीवर नहीं है आज
क्या कह रहे हो?
स्क्रीन मेरे पर नहीं हो रही लीव करके दोबारा ज्वाइन करूं एक बार
हाँ, बिकॉज आपका नेटवर्क वीक लग रहा है मेरे को आज ना. Nourriture avec legume. Okay. Repa. Repa. See, this is a synonym basically. Synonym, right? Nourriture, repa, and alimentation. Alimentation. Repeat after me. Nourriture,
Nourriture,
repa,
repa,
रेपा
and alimentation.
alimentation.
Nourriture is my meal. Meal with vegetables. Meal. Repa avec fruits.
रेपा avec fruit
Fruit. Because UI sound is V in French. So
Yes.
repa avec fruits. C'est clair. Alimentation.
alimentation
Alimentation. Basically, we have meal. Your nourriture. Is it clear to you, team? Team, these are things which is very important because this is a concept of the language we are working for, right? So repeat, please. Repa. Repeat after me. Repa. Team, you there? Hello. You there? Repa avec alimentation. Repa. Repa.
avec
Alimentation.
alimentation
Nourriture.
Nourriture.
Nourriture. So repeat
nourriture
after me. Repa. Alimentation.
रेपा alimentation
Alimentation, nourriture.
Nourriture.
nourriture
Is it clear to you? See, I will give you some vocabulary.
yes sir.
We'll give you some vocabulary so that you will come from, because today we have a vocab portion which will work for. Is it clear to you? Okay.
yes sir.
So repeat after me. Pla. Team, why we're doing this thing? Because this is you can use in your listening program. Now, for example, I'm using a word of pla, right, in my listening, and over here I've given you, it is a figure given. For example, dish, for example, bread, for example, fruit, for example, milk. So everything you can eat, whatever mentioned in the image, but what is pla? So you have to click on dish, because pla is my dish. is my meal. Is it clear to you, team? So team,
Yes, sir.
we are working for these vocabularies. So repa alimentación. Repeat after me, team, please. Repa
Repa alimentación.
Repa,
alimentación.
alimentación,
Mhm. Repa alimentación.
alimentación,
Nourriture.
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 repa,
Nourriture.
alimentación, nourriture,
And plat. Repeat after me.
La.
Furniture. Repeat after me, team. Furniture.
Forniture.
furniture,
Basically, furniture is also we use
furniture.
for, supply, food supply, furniture. So
Okay.
these are the very,
Forniture.
yes, repeat after me. Furniture.
Forniture.
Repeat after me.
Furniture,
Furniture.
Forniture.
furniture.
Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Team, very important vocabularies. Obtenir. Repeat after me. Obtenir.
Obtenir.
Obtenir is my verb to
Obtenir,
get. Because today we are working for only the vocabularies. A1, A2, B1, B2. However, the repa, alimentación, nourriture, pla. Repa, we have A2 vocab because we're working for TEF. We pick entire portion. Alimentación is a B1 vocab. Nourriture is a B1 vocab. Pla is my A1 vocab, and furniture is my B1 vocab. So repeat after me.
How
Obtenir.
do we classify this that this is A2 or B1?
वो तो मैं बताऊंगा ना, आप सिर्फ vocab करोगे. It is not you have to classify. I'm just telling you कि you are working for entire pattern. Clear? Okay. So बेसिकली अगर आप A1 वैसे स्टार्ट करते तो अभी प्ला ही पता होता कि प्ला ही एक डिश का नाम, प्ला एक डिश है बस. से तब प्ला.
इंटरप्रिटेशन जो है मेरे को इंटरप्रिटेशन है वो थोड़ा हायर लेवल में हो जाएगा.
हाँ, yes, clear. So basis of our experience, we are giving the vocabularies related to the B1 and B2 so that you will come to know the structure of the French. Clear? Now, for example, we have obtenir. Obtenir is my verb to get. Repeat after
obtenir,
me.
Obtenir.
Obtenir. Obtenir is
obtenir,
to get. But get, we can use for gaining something also, to acquire something also. Can we do that? Right? Team, it is very important thing. Repeat after me. Obtenir.
Obtenir.
So,
obtenir,
obtenir can be a synonym of gaine. Basically, gaine is my verb to win, and to earn. If you will look for a literally translation of gaine in dictionary, it is win or to earn. But we use gaine is to get also in some extent. Obtenir, acquérir. Repeat after me.
okay,
Acquérir is my verb to
Acquire.
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 acquire,
Profit is to take the advantage of. Get something to take the advantage of.
okay,
Say Claire. सब आई थिंक वॉइस आ रहा है आपके ना पीछे से मेरे ख्याल से. सब procure. Sub procure is my verb to provide. Sub procure. Very important. See, procure relates to my B1 vocab. We use in the B1 module. Sub procure when we teach students in B1. But you are, see, it is something like this, not a training for the level. This is a training to catch your TEF. Right? So, faire the profit. Fetch the profit, to take a profit of, to take the advantage of. So everything which coming under the category of obtenir. So repeat after me. Obtenir. Repeat after me. Obtenir.
Obtenir.
Gaine. Gaine.
Gaine.
इससे क्या होगा, आपका vocab strong होगा फ्रेंच में. Clear? Because the main we are working for premièrement, first of all, writing skills, reading skills, obviously, because that how you can improve reading skills. If there is something mention of acquérir, obtenir in your reading program, so you come to know, okay, this is how you can make the sentences. Oral, speaking, clear. So repeat after me. Obtenir,
obtenir,
gagner,
Gaine,
gagner,
acquérir,
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 profiter,
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 se procurer,
so
se
procurer,
procurer,
faire de profit.
faire des profits.
faire profit.
Is it clear to you, team? Team, we have very important verb, which is weak. Very important. Weak, which is we called as, strength. So I'm giving some vocabularies, which is very important. The one we have is puissance. Repeat after me. Puissance.
Puissant,
Puissance. Puissance. We have vocab to, strength. Strengthen. Puissance. We use a lot of time. Puissance. I will explain to where we have to use puissance. Puissance. Renforcer. We have verb. Renforcer. To reinforce. Renforcer. आई थिंक हरविंदर बाय बच्चे शायद से आपका कैमरा ऑन हो गया बाय मिस्टेक. Renforcer is to strength, reinforce. Renforcer, बोलो renforcer.
renforcer,
Renforcer,
Accroître. Accroître, if you remember, we are done for increase. With something like puissance. Repeat after me. These are synonyms that we are working for today. Puissance, puissance,
puissance,
renforcer, renforcer,
renforcer,
accroître. Repeat after me. Accroître.
accroître,
We have verb augmenter.
augmenter,
augmenter,
यहाँ पे अब enhancing की ओर move कर रहा हूँ. Accroître, augmenter.
accroître,
Mettre en valeur. टीम, ये बहुत important value, बहुत important phrase है ये. Mettre en valeur. To put in an action of, to put in value of. Mettre en valeur. Repeat after.
voilà,
mettre en valeur,
Mettre en valeur is to highlight the situation. Mettre en valeur. Repeat after me.
mettre en
mettre
valeur,
en valeur,
Valeur. Repeat after me. See,
mettre en
is
valeur,
now you will come to know something in French. What? Sounds. Because you're trying, we're trying our best wherein we can give you a lot of things in French. Renforcer, accroître, augmenter, puissance, mettre en valeur. C'est clair?
mettre en
This is new vocabularies. So repeat after me. Repas,
repas,
alimentation,
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 nourriture,
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 plat,
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 fourniture,
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 obtenir,
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 gagner,
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 obtenir,
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 acquérir,
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 profiter,
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 se procurer,
so procurer,
se procurer,
faire de profit,
faire the
faire
profit,
de profit,
puissance,
puissant,
puissance,
renforcer,
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 accroître,
Aquatic.
Augmente,
Augmente.
Monte.
mettre au valeur,
Met. Waller.
Macrovolum.
is it clear to you?
See, last meaning some metro
Mettre au valeur is to develop, to highlight, to lot of to put in a value of. Mettre basically says the required to put. Mettre, mettre, valeur we use for values to develop. Mettre en valeur we use for to develop also. Is it clear to you?
Okay.
अभी क्या करना है आपको? See what we are doing over here. We are working for the vocab so that at least you come to know today 50-60 vocab, and the moment you start reading portion, and if there's a vocab for furniture, obtenir, gaine, acquérir, you came to know. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Today, it is just the movement of the vocabularies. That's it. Okay. And you have to capture today 50-60 vocab for this French. That's it. Okay. If there's something mentioned, maître or valeur, so you can to know that should be development, that should be a strength, that should be a put in action of. It is just I have to see the sense of the reading, what reading is saying, because this is the sense of the language, right? But today, obviously, it is just you have to understand the vocabularies. Accroître is to increase, renforcer is to reinforce, puissance is to strength. Is it clear to your team? But
Clear.
kahin na kahin, it is relating, these vocabularies relating with each other. Is it clear to you? Clear, team?
Clear.
Now, for example, we have verb développer is to develop, développer. Se développer is to develop. Établir is to establish. Créer is to create, créer.
Clear.
Créer is to create. Former is to form. Metro en valeur. Up now we also inserted metro en valeur over here to develop. Is it clear to you?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
So repeat after me, team. Développer,
Development.
développer,
So development.
établir,
Establish.
Établir,
créer,
créer,
former,
Former.
former,
mettre en valeur.
Mettre au
mettre en
valeur.
valeur,
So repeat it, please.
développer,
Developing. So developing.
créer,
Établir.
développer, établir, créer,
Former.
former,
Mettre au valeur.
mettre en valeur.
Team, one vocab is very important vocab, which is my literally B2 vocab. Very heavy vocab, but you have to understand because these vocab might exist in your reading. Nobody used to go for reading comprehension. So you have to understand the vocab, which is assécher. Repeat after. Assécher is my verb to dry up. You know, to dry up, to drain. If you say I have to drain the situation, I have to come up with my, now for example, there's a problem for pollution. I will say the situation is something like dry up. But either I can use in positive sense to dry the pollution. Assécher. Assécher. Assécher is a verb to drain, to dry up. Is it clear to you?
Yes,
So repeat after me. Assécher. Repeat after
assécher,
me, team. Assécher. Assécher. Épuiser. Repeat after me, team. Very important vocab. Exhaust. Épuiser.
appuyer,
Something assécher and épuiser relates. If assécher can be a dry up in terms of negative, so that can be a synonym of épuiser. Is it clear to you?
yes,
Clear?
Clear.
We have arraser. Arase, repeat after me, team. H will be silent, is to harass.
Arase.
So if I will
Arase.
epuise is to exhaust, so can be a synonym of arase. Tell me,
Arase. Yes.
is it clear to you, team? So repeat
Yes.
after me, team. Very important, associating यही तो vocabularies है जो आपको इस
Associate.
आगे लेके जाती हैं. Literally, if there is a reading program is going on, a listening program is going on during our session, if we say RSA, because I want you to work for the movement of the, see what we have done yesterday, verbs conjugation, tell me,
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
today what we are doing, different module,
That.
right? So that how, and from tomorrow we can do something else in terms of writing, faire vide,
Fair.
Vide.
With a.
vide. Basically vide, we have used for empty. Vide, we have used for empty. Faire vide is completely empty. Basically, faire is my verb to do.
Do.
Yes, sir.
But faire vide we use for completely empty. Team, use this vocab, please. I'm telling you,
Vide.
being a language trainer, these vocab play a vital role. You never look back in the language if you know the vocabularies. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Repeat after me. Vide, faire,
With a.
vide,
Fair. With
faire,
a.
vide.
Fair.
Vide.
Is it clear to you? So team, now I'm giving the vocab of pay. What to say pay vocabularies. Very important. Payer. Repeat
Pay.
after me, team. Payer.
Paye.
Pay.
Repeat after me, please. Payer.
Paye.
Pay.
My verb to pay. Verse. Verse is
Verse.
also we have verb to pay. Yes.
Verse.
Acquiter
Akite.
Akite.
is to repay.
Repay.
Rembourser is to reimburse.
Ramburse.
Reimburse. Reimburse.
Reimburse. Is it clear to you? आप कहते हो मुझे
Yes, sir.
reimbursement, अच्छा चलो for example, what you say in English, pay me money, okay, pay my salary, reimburse my expense. So can be the one and same thing. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
But we are using different vocabularies. Reimburse, settle my account. Whenever you leave a job, you settle your account in terms of salary. Tell me yes and no.
Yes, sir.
So end of situation, settle is not settle. We use for settle also. I want to settle in Canada. Settle. I want to settle in France. Settle my account is not you are settle in the account.
Yes, sir.
No. So that's how the language works. So it can be French also. So we have verb régler. Régler we have verb to settle in terms of
Regular.
payment. Distribute is to distribute. To distribute the salaries. To we use. See, tell me. Distribute the salaries. Settle my account. Reimburse my incentive. My blah blah. Akite is to pay. Verse is to pay. So kahin na kahin relate kar raha hai, so that's why I'm giving the things in French also. So repeat after me, payer. Repeat after me,
Payer.
payer. Clear?
Paye.
Verse is to pay.
Was.
Verse.
To pay.
Akite.
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 Rembourser.
Reimburse.
Rombolse.
Régler. Régler.
Regular.
Regular.
Régler is to settle and distribute.
Distribute.
Is it clear to you, team?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Team, very important verb, which is rencontrer. Repeat after me, team. Rencontrer is my verb to meet, milna.
Wrong country.
Wrong
After
country.
me, rencontrer.
Wrong country.
Is my verb to meet. Is it clear to you, team?
Yes,
Wrong
sir.
country. To meet.
Affronter.
Affronter.
Affronter, to come in front of. To come in front of.
Affronter.
Affronter. To come
Affronter team. Affronter. Rencontrer.
wrong from
Affronter
Affronter.
is something like to face to face. To face. Affronter.
Affronter.
Affronter, we have verb to face the situation. Rencontrer, we have verb to meet the situation. Tell me, is it one same thing?
Yes, sir.
yes.
Tomber sur. Literally meaning of tombe is to fell down. Pen down, please. Tombe.
Tomber
See,
sur.
team, these things we use in our higher pattern of B1 and B2 to face the situation of, I can say, rencontrer la situation. To, now, for example, if we are facing the situation, I can say rencontrer la
Control
situation.
situation.
Affronter
Affronter.
la situation. Tell me. Now, for example, you have to, because in TEF, you have to write something in terms of arguments. 3 arguments you have to write in your letter writing, section B. So, over here, we have to use the vocabularies. Raconter la situation.
Raconter la
Raconter situation.
Affronter. Clear team.
affronter.
Affronter la
Tombe
situation.
sur. See, tombe is my verb to fell down. But no, to fallen into the situation of tombe sur. Team, लग रहा है कुछ situation जैसे इंग्लिश में meet the situation, face the situation, to fallen into the situation of. Tell me, अगर हम pollution की बात कर रहे हैं, I'm saying people, they meet the situation of, they face the situation of, they fell down in the situation of. Tell me, is the one the same thing? Tell me.
Yes.
The same
Yes.
you're working for French now. Repeat after me. Rencontrer la situation. Repeat after me.
Rencontrer la
Rencontrer la
situation.
situation. Affronter la situation.
Affronter la
Affronter la
situation.
situation.
Tomber sur. Tomber sur
Tomber
is
sur.
to fallen in
Tomber
situation
sur.
of. Rencontrer par hasard. Very important. Let me write it down. Rencontrer par hasard. Team, very important. Yes, I want you to get a grip in the language. That's why I'm giving these vocabularies. And today only we're working for B1, B2 veteran. Major we're working for B1, B2 to meet the situation by chance. Rencontrer to meet par hasard. By par, say the required, this is your preposition for par, by. Par, by. Par, we have preposition which is by, by. By hasard, to meet the situation by chance. Tell me, team, is it clear?
Yes.
जब आप, let me tell you, जब आप gathering में बैठे होंगे and you know these type of vocabularies, you'll feel confident. I'm telling you, team. The moment you face a situation for section B oral, section B oral में literally you have to play a role. You have to speak face to face in terms of the trained jury, examiner. So we can only speak the moment we have a vocab. What will, if you want to speak in French, you know the verbs. I will explain to the vocab verbs, okay, gradually. But you know some verbs. The moment you start speaking, you have to have vocab also. Like what vocab I can use over here. So if you use the situation of people are facing the situation, people, you know, which is people, which I will give it to you going forward. You can work for the vocabularies. People, citoyenne, 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 c'est clair. Jean, Jean, habitant. See, people, people, citoyen, citizen can be same thing. Jean, people, habitant, habitants. C'est clair, team.
Yes,
but
sir. Yes.
in some extent is one same thing. Say clarity.
Yes.
Les ados, the adolescents, the teenagers.
Yes.
Les
These are
ados,
those.
les jeunes, jeunes, jeunes. We have youngsters. Les ados, teenagers. Les jeunes, youngsters. Team, use these vocabularies, please. Rencontrer par hasard. To meet the situation
Rencontrer
by
par
chance.
hasard.
Team, ये use करना है. Rencontrer par hasard. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Sarte a. Arte, earth. Arte a. Sarte a. So sarte a is to clash with the situation. Sarte a situação. Sarte a
Sarte a
situação. Pen down, please.
situação.
To clash with the situation. To clash with. Sarte a. To run up against. To clash. To run up against.
Clash.
Is it clear to your team?
Yes, sir.
Very, very important vocabularies. Very important. Is it clear to you? Okay, team.
Clear.
Now, repeat
Yes.
after me. Oppose. Opposite. Opposite. Combattre. We are fight.
Combat.
Fight. Combattre. Repeat after me. Combattre.
Combat.
Combat.
Repeat after me, please. Combattre.
Combat.
Combat.
Combattre. Opposer. Combattre.
Opposite.
Opposite. Is it clear to you, team?
Opposite.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have is contrecarrer. Very important.
Contrecarrer.
Contrecarrer is something like, you know, opposite, contra, against. Basically, contra. Contra we use for vocab to contradictory, against, contra. Contra is against. Contrecarrer is again. It's the same verb. Faire opposition. To make the opposition of. Faire opposition. Opposition. Contrecarrer. Opposition. Combattre. Fight. Opposition, fight.
Combat.
Opposer, combattre, contrecarrer, faire opposition, parler contre, to speak for the contradictory. Is it clear to you?
Parler.
And sarte, arte, earth. We have verb to clash.
Sarte.
Team, is it clear to you? To hit.
Yes, sir.
Team, we are working for the vocabularies. If you feel the session, उतना ही करना जितना आप ग्रैब कर पाओ टीम प्लीज। वो सेशन पर मैं चलाता रहूंगा बट आप उतना मुझे बताना कि जितना वोकैब आप डाइजेस्ट कर पाओ, क्योंकि कल मैं आपसे वोकैब को पूछूंगा। क्लियर? ओके, नाउ वी हैव फ्रापे, राये, अर्ते। अब देखो अर्ते यहाँ पे यूज कर रहा हूँ। आताके, तुशे, conclure. Frappe is my vocab to hit. If I say we have to hit the situation, hit, frappe, hit. Frappe we use for slap also. Frappe we use for hit also. Frappe. Repeat after me, team. Frappe. Frappe.
Frappe.
Is it clear to your team?
Frappe.
Raye.
Yes.
It means to scratch. Raye. To frappe. Hit. Frappe is to hit, to scratch. Raye. Raye. Arte. Arte is to strike also. To strike. Strike in terms of to strike, you know, the situation. Atake is to attack. Attack the situation. Touche is to touch. To touch the situation. Touche. Conclude is to conclude, the situation. Is it
Conclude.
frappe, raye, arste, atake, touche, conclude? Repeat after me, team, please.
Frappe, railler,
Right.
orture, attaquer,
Mhm.
toucher, conclude.
Conclude.
Is it clear to you? I'm giving you one very important phrase. दोनेकू टीम, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। आपको जब पता लगेगा, जब आप B1 B2 में जब मेरे साथ काम करना शुरू करेंगे थिएटर में, सो यू विल कम टू नो, यस, दोनेकू। दोने, लिटरली मीनिंग ऑफ दोने इज टू गिव।
Give.
Literally meaning of done, D-O-N-N-E-R. Done is my verb to give. Pen down, please. Done. Doneaku is literally of kick out. To kick out. If I'll say you have to kick out the situation of pollution. So how to use this? Doneaku. Kick. Is it clear to you, team?
Clear.
Yes.
Clear? Okay. Now repeat after me.
Yes, yes.
Use some phrases like you learn in English for tit for tat. A lot of phrases you have learned in English, right? In Hindi also. So what the French में भी तो होगा ना वो चीज. So वो चीज आपको बोलना है. Frappe comme un brut. Repeat after me. Frappe comme un brut. Repeat after me, please. Frappe comme un brut. Please, team, repeat after me. Encounter the situation. Counter the situation. Frappe comme counter. Frappe comme a fruit. Is it clear to you, team?
सर ये
Team,
लास्ट वाला रिपीट कर दो.
frappe comme a fruit. बोलो.
Frappe comme brute.
Counter.
Frappe
What is counter? In English, counter. To counter the situation. Counter.
face
Yes, exactly.
the situation.
Frappe comme a fruit. C'est-à-dire, in English we have slug. Is it clear to you? Something we have frappe comme a fruit is something like counter, and frappe comme a fruit. Is it clear to you, team? Frappe comme a fruit. Repeat after me, please. Frappe comme a fruit. Is it clear to you, team?
Yes, sir.
Atake is to attack. Is it clear to you, team?
Attaque.
Clear, team? Azome.
Yes, sir.
Pen down, please, team, and
Azome.
practice with the session. Azome is to knock out. Azome, to knock out. Azome. Team, ये करना है, ये है आपका sense of the language. To knock out the programs. Azome. Azome we have used to knock out and to stun also. Heran. Knock out. Is it clear to you, team? Team, is it clear to you?
Yes.
Umang ji, is it clear to you?
Clear. Clear.
अच्छा, वो कैब डाइजेस्टेबल है? टेल मी, टीम.
बहुत है सर आज के लिए.
चलो, अब मैं आपको फिर इसका सेशन शेयर करूंगा कुछ नेक्स्ट कुछ उसमें. सो वॉच दिस सेशन एंड प्रैक्टिस विद दिस सेशन. आई एम टेलिंग यू टीम, अगर हम इसमें 1 वीक ऐसे काम करेंगे ना, प्रैक्टिस करोगे, लिटरली यू विल टच सम एक्सटेंट ऑफ योर टेफ एग्जाम, बिकॉज देयर लॉट ऑफ प्रोग्राम्स व्हिच वी आर रनिंग. अभी कल हमारा मॉड्यूल का बिल्कुल डिफरेंट होगा, उसमें हम एडवर्टीजमेंट में काम करेंगे. कल लिटरली हम जाएंगे एडवर्टीजमेंट में किस वजह से काम करना है आपको. इज इट क्लियर टू यू उमंग जी?
Clear.
क्योंकि आपका टेफ में एडवर्टीजमेंट का कंटेंट आता है. क्लियर? आपने अपार्टमेंट देखना है, advertisement देखा आपने. So what template you will apply? So tomorrow we'll work on for this. Tomorrow we'll work. Tomorrow we'll enter literally full flash in TEF section A because I give you some vocabularies. Obviously, tomorrow we'll work for past tense. Tomorrow, let me tell you what we'll do tomorrow. We'll past tense and gradually we'll pick TEF section A part. Oral. Okay, team. But for this, you do understand the vocabularies. Practice with these vocabularies. Okay. Okay, team.
That's
Okay. So practice with this session and send me your voice recording for today's session also. Okay, Harvinder. Tell me the voice recording of today's session. Okay. Okay, Harvinder. Umang ji. Chalo. We'll meet you tomorrow. Bon journée. Bye bye. Take care.